Without a plan, you're going to fail. And if you're a slave to your plan, you're also going to fail. So let's talk about what it takes to plan for a year and also to understand how crucial it is to navigate reality as you're following a plan. And let's benchmark our 2026 right now, December 2025, moving into 2026. We are going to talk about exactly that. What is the hot potato? What do we see coming up for 2026 for coaches that are on our level? Yeah. Coaches being on 20,000 euros a month, coaches doing a little bit more, maybe at 50,000 euros a month, and what it takes to be a 7-figure coach doing 84,000 euros per month in their coaching business. Exciting episode.
It is. I think we live in exciting times. I think in this time we live in right now, either we keep doing what we used to and we fall behind, or we step up and we understand there's so many things going on. One of the biggest things that I think if you put in one word for 2025, I'm thinking AI. AI. Everywhere AI. 25 is where everyone started using ChatGPT. 25 is where we have AI implemented everywhere.
25 has been a year where everyone started to talk about it, where everyone started to use it, and where we can realize that a lot of our clients are coming in and saying like, my husband ChatGPT, and we're like, yeah, that's dangerous. One of the most important things, especially looking into how shall I plan for the next year, that is the topic of today, is to make sure that how can we make sure to do the opposite than washing you out of what it is that you're doing.
And that's the key, right? That's the key. As everything is AI in 25, we have a client who said, I was just attending an event with Tony Robbins and Dean. It was an AI thing, and you could learn how to make these small videos, like content, organic content, or content with AI video of you. Yeah. Now, when everyone knows how to open different AIs, everyone has these AI tools. The number one thing that is going to be the most important thing, I believe, in marketing next year is authenticity.
Yeah. It's about quality rather than quantity.
Yeah, because you can never outplay any algorithm. You can never outplay AI. The only thing you can play with is that there's only one you. That is the real you, which is how can we utilize the real you even more? So the last thing that we will not give away in 2026 is our voice, our opinions, our point of view, what we stand for, and how we educate. Because as you said, a lot of people today are calling ChatGPT my boyfriend or my business coach and blah, 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 blah. The thing is, it's a horrible business coach.
Absolutely.
Because it does not understand into context of what's your complete funnel, where you're at, your beliefs, all of those things that we can pick up because we're coaches.
But it's just as efficient as Google your way to build a fantastic business. Could you do it? Well, theoretically, yes. The likelihood of you being able to do it with that kind of support is like lottery ticket. Then buy lottery tickets instead because it takes
so let's
less
just
time.
say we are not going to use ChatGPT as our business coaches in 26. We stay with our real coaches, people who actually are doing real results out there.
Just to be very, very clear, we never have.
No, and we're never going to do it. And we're not going to give you a ChatGPT. But we are using ChatGPT. We are utilizing.
Yeah, it's a great resource.
There's so many resources that are amazing to use because you save a lot of time. But we don't want to take out your brand voice and your brand out of that. So that's one thing we definitely keep working a lot on, really speaking up. You'll see us, and when you see us, I will promise, in 2026, when you see us on video content, it's actually us. It's not AI. It's actually going to be us.
Yeah, and that's the same for me, unless I'm super, super fit and have big muscles, then I'm going crazy.
If I look like I'm 25, it's AI. So...
No, it's real. I promise it's real. But the point you're making, I don't want to laugh it away, because your biggest asset in 2026 is going to be the person you are, with the opinions you have, with the point of view that you acquired through your life experience, and your capability of putting a voice to all of that.
Yeah.
And it boils down to your brand. It boils down to you building something that no one in this world can copy. No one can copy. No one can be you better than you. So we want to maximize who we are and then fit who we are to a context so that it serves a market and attracts business.
Yeah. So you're going to be more you in next year.
Yeah.
Really good. That's the first thing. Then the second thing that we are doing next year is something I'm really excited about. It's about AI. But it literally is.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, it just sounds awkward, but
It
sure.
sounds awkward. But what I'm really excited about next year is automizing lot of the things that we're doing. A lot of the things where we used to need to have team members doing it, where a human can make it or break it. All of the things that is not essential to the delivery to our clients and stuff like that. We are going to implement more AI tools. We are in the process right now of implementing a lot of AI agents to handle a lot of small frictions inside our funnels. All of the things that takes a long time for a human being to detect and stop and focus on, and it's expensive.
Yeah, and if we were to compare it, it's like the industrialization of 70s to now.
Yeah.
Or maybe it even goes back further than the 70s, but then you have to excuse me, I'm born in the 90s. So,
yeah.
If you're looking at it, what was the biggest difference? It was machines being able to produce with accuracy and without needing a break.
Yeah.
So building cars, factory work, producing food, producing stuff.
24/7.
All of it was produced step by step through like a rolling band kind of thing. And it needed less supervision and had more capacity.
Yeah.
If we're translating, if we're looking at it, that's what's coming for the online space. That's what's coming for with AI for not just the online space, but for all businesses.
Yeah.
So what can AI do, and what can automatizations help us to take away frictions, but also make sure that stuff don't fall between the sheets of stuff, so that we can keep all the stuff and we can keep the stuff floating and working while having our focus on what's our next step to become better at what it is that we do.
And the thing is, what we can do today that we couldn't do just a couple of years ago is that AI today is that good that it literally becomes your voice and you, and it can copy your thinking and your belief and how you would do it and copy that into efficiency without taking it out. Not as again, gonna stick to you are gonna be your voice and you are gonna be your market. But everywhere where you don't need to be that, you are the marketing. But everywhere where you don't need to be that, it's not essential. We can still use your way of speaking or thinking and being you. So it still feels like it's completely your soul and heart in it.
And I think it's really good, but I need to emphasize and give an example. So where is a very typical place where something like this could be implemented?
So it could be in your funnel. How quick are you at connecting with the lead that's coming into a funnel?
Yeah.
Well, let's say you have a lead coming in at 8 in the evening. You are not at work. There's no one at work right now. And the next time you actually reconnect to someone who was looking for something, they came in, they had an interest for something, looking for something, and you didn't reconnect to them until you were 12 hours later when someone was checking in. That lead had gone somewhere else. Speed matters when it's about grabbing someone's attention today because the attention span is so short. So if you're not grabbing their attention, they just keep going. But if you know someone's coming in, they're curious about something you do and they can't find it, or they don't feel like they don't find it immediately, they go somewhere else. Yeah. So we need to have those triggers that can pick up and say, hey, you were looking for this. Is this what you wanted to have? And start serving people when we're not there. So that could be one place.
Yeah, and I love that. So meaning that everything that you see in terms of videos and texts and all of that, it's not pre-generated. It's something that we've put our minds to, making sure that it's good quality. Because it's so important, especially when it comes to marketing. It doesn't matter if it's ads, if it's social media, if it's emails, no matter what it is, it needs to be good quality.
Yeah.
Another place that you could implement this is that there are so many smart things that are able to do this right now, and it's going to be easier and easier. If you've been in the coaching space for a few years and you've been doing online meetings and you have an online portal and you have trainings and you have a well-studied philosophy of how your clients go from start to finish. What you could do is you could upload all of that into an AI bot and you could create an on-demand coach.
It's a frequently asked questions.
But a live version of frequently asked questions. And you could literally talk to it and you could ask. Take an example with you and I. Our principles are all the same.
Yeah.
Our approach are 99 times out of 100 are the same.
Yeah.
But our way of viewing it, the opinions and, they're different. So we teach the same stuff, we create the stuff together, but the way we talk about it is slightly different. AI bot like that, if we install that to our clients in our portal on our platforms, then our clients could literally ask, so, hey, could you give 2 examples of how would Lucas solve this problem? And can you give 2 examples of how Sani would solve this problem? Then Sani would solve it this way and Lucas would solve it that way. And it could also do the digging down. So what are you working on right now? What is the reason to why you want to solve this problem? What is your intention?
It will ask the questions we would normally ask because it is trained on thousands and thousands of Q&A sessions with actual clients, which means that, okay, fine, when was this question answered?
That's how it is for us.
Yeah.
But you don't need thousands and thousands of Q&A sessions to create it, but it's definitely helping.
So those are some of the places where we'll use AI way more in our business. But I think that overall, there's 2 keywords I'm going to take with me that I really am going to be committed to. It's not strong enough. So I'm looking for a stronger word than that. But there's 2 words, my keywords next year. It is data. We are setting up new data tracking. So there's nothing that we are going to make decisions about in our business that is not backed up by data.
Yeah. And literally nothing.
Nothing.
We're taking all the different Excel sheets, all the data across all different areas in marketing, sales, and delivery.
Everywhere.
And we're creating a master sheet.
It's our Bible.
Yeah.
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 And shouldn't we have had that before? We have had that, but we had it spread
needs,
out. We needed it to update and also update to with the focus we have.
And we couldn't have done it earlier than now because we need the previous experience of having gone through what we've gone through.
So
in order
there's
to
an
create
upgrade
this.
on data.
Absolutely.
So data is one thing, and
simplicity.
We are making it more lean everywhere, simplifying everywhere we can. We're really going to be tough on looking at, is this necessary? And what does data say? Do we need it? Do we not need it? Or there's going to be a lot of kill your darlings. Next year is about cutting off all of the
time consumption stuff, all the stuff that doesn't produce results for a business are going to be taken out.
Yeah.
It might sound drastic. It really isn't. It's like when you run a business,
it's clean up.
It's get messy. Yeah, it needs to be cleaned out.
Yeah, we're going to clean.
Yeah.
Our 26 is our cleaning year.
Well, I hope we're not going to spend the entire year cleaning. I think we're going to clean in the beginning, maybe in the first quarter.
We're going to clean out a lot in the first quarter. It's really about literally everything. And then the rest of is double down on the simple thing that work.
Yeah.
So it's double down on that. And we're going to triple our business next year. That's our goal.
Yeah.
So...
Are you telling me or am I a part of this?
No, you're going to be a part of that. So now just for everyone else to know, we're tripling the business next year because we've been going if you want to hear it, go back to the last episode where we're going through some of the regrets and we've been going through but we are ready to really, really scale up. So there's a lot of new stuff going on that I'm really excited about. It's really simple. It's really stupid simple. Literally, these data simplify and implementing more automatizations into the things that makes it more lean and cheaper. So we are going to look into... Oh, yeah, there's one more thing. Our organic is where we're going to focus on organic content. Our ads, of course, as well. But it's going to be the mix. We really want to work more on our organic. We're going to add one more thing next year.
Ooh.
Simplify. It's simplify in a way that we're not going to be on as many platforms as we have been. We're going to simplify into less platforms, but we're going to go deeper into the platforms, which means we're going to use our YouTube more. We're going to do more tutorials. Next year, we are going to set up, so instead of just having the podcast, we are going to add tutorials on the side of that. So
what does that mean? It means stuff you could actually implement to move your business forward.
So we're going to give more free training, tutorials. I think what we've been really bad at, and I really am sad to see this, but it's been so clear for me the last month. I think this came after one of our clients, Daniel, said that at a boot camp. We were celebrating him. It was when he had been in top 1% for 6 months. We celebrated him for hitting his 100,000 award. And he was like, you know what? I had no idea how specific the things you guys do, how much you are in the details. I did not know that. I did not see that. And I think we have been failing in our marketing to really show how specific we are, because that's the feedback we get from everyone. I don't think anyone does as specific trainings and as specific things as we actually give away. So we're going to give away more of that.
Yeah, and without taking out the you out of the equation, because that's the thing. So here's how to do it. Here's how it works.
Yeah.
And we've said this in the podcast many times, but it's 4 different levels to a strategy to work. In the very foundation of it, we have principles.
Yeah.
Principles are the laws, the reason why it works. Then we have the tactics, which is all the stuff that we do. And then we have the overall strategy. And the strategy is the thing we're trying to execute in a certain way.
Yeah.
It's bigger picture. And those 3 steps are unavoidable. And the 4th step is your essence.
Yeah.
And your essence is always the thing that you can add and make it yours, but resting on the principles, the tactics, and the strategy. I love that we have that because it has made it possible for us to be able to break it out and make it really, really, really specific.
Yeah.
This is how you implement, this is how you do, and this is how you don't do it.
Yeah.
And I think that we've been very successful with that, but we haven't been good enough to market it and show and give it away to others.
Yeah.
People have seen it coming to our events, but our events are closed rooms. Our events, you can't see what happens in our events unless you're registered and been through a process, actually had a conversation with us. You know, there are a lot of different things that needs to have happened in order for you to be able to attend one of our events.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that we're going to be able to break that out and do a premiere on YouTube with tutorials. It's going to be really, really interesting. Like another big milestone for 2026 is that we're going to get our real studio space.
Oh, it's going to be nice. Yeah.
It's going to be really, really awesome because we
interim right now.
We have a ranch, and while it's good enough right now, while we have a lot of space, we don't have a dedicated studio space, and we're going to get that very, very soon. And it's been a big project. It's taken us 2 years to remodule stables and barns and stuff in order to be able to have that. So a huge milestone.
Yeah.
Furthermore, in terms of like moving into now a new year, moving into a fresh start, moving into creating and doing a lot of new stuff, what I'm really, really excited about is to, like you said, clean out, but more practically is to work less and triple our business. All of those ties together. When we clean out, we get a clean space to work in. When we simplify, simplicity, as you talked about as well, is also what creates and enables us to do the right thing backed by data so that we can achieve the outcome based on not just I hope it happens, but predictability.
Yeah.
Which is inevitable when we're running businesses. We are going to get to that point. You should be able to do a lot of that as well if you're listening to this right now. But then also once moving into it, it's super, super, super important to be flexible with the plan that you have. You don't need to be flexible about the end outcome. So tripling your business, that could be your goal as well. That could be a non-negotiable for you. But as we're navigating, how do we know that we are either going to double down on keep doing what we're doing or shift our strategy slightly? Mm-hmm. How do we know? Because we can have a plan. We're going to follow this strategy. We're going to do this. It all boils down to look at the data. Everything that you do is going to produce data points that you're going to be able to read information from. And if you read that information, you're going to be able to navigate and see, okay, good. It seems like we're doing the right thing. Double down. Okay, it seems like something is off. Let's split test this. Let's do another thing. Let's keep the simplicity, but just navigate. So where can we see the bottleneck is? Okay, cool. I see a lot of leads coming in, but I see a lot of leads getting stuck and not participating in the next step. Cool. Why and what and how can I change that small thing? And you can only be that precise if you have a very simplified funnel to begin with. If and when you build complexity, which we tend to do as human beings, you're going to destroy your opportunities of being able to read your way to success.
The last part, what we're going to do next year for clients, what do you see is the big benefit in 2026 as how can we help them even more next year? What do you see is the biggest?
I don't think we can help clients in 2026 actually. No, but one of the things is coach on demand. It's a huge thing for all of our coaches to be able to have someone to talk to or be able to ask a question to really, really fast, get an answer that is tailor fitted for where they are in business and what it is that they're doing currently or working on. And without having to go through any extra training materials. I mean, some of the trainings that we have, I'm embarrassed to say, but some of the trainings that we have are 8 hours long. They're also cut down, so you could consume them in smaller pieces. But some of them, in order to keep the kind of integrity of the entire training, we've kept it. A few of them are continuously being consumed. And if you want to find something that you know that you've seen in one of the long trainings, then it's so much easier to just ask, hey, where is this thing? When can I hear about it? I'm looking for this. Can you point me in the right direction and how far into this training it is? It's not just simplicity, but also accessibility. So we're going to make ourselves super, super accessible
Yeah.
without having to do a lot of hard work, because there is a machine that can do that. The factory machine that started making ice cream cones.
I see another thing is that we're going to do even more done with you instead of done besides you, on the side of you. We have more done with you and more done for you next year. We already have a lot of specific GPTs to help out, but we're going to help them out even more with their content. We're going to help them out even more with automating their business. So it makes those gaps between being really hands-on to having a more scalable.
Yeah, and taking out the problem of first hire, for an example, because it's a big hassle when you go from being alone, hiring your first virtual assistant, or hiring your first assistant, your first admin person, the first customer support person. There are so many steps that we can automate that is going to create simplicity very, very fast.
So there's definitely a lot of new stuff we're going to implement next year. I'm really excited for it. And I'm also excited for the closer data.
To help to read their businesses way more efficient.
Yeah, exactly. So we can make better decisions. Decisions in your business should be run by data and not on emotions. Emotions it's nice to have emotions in your business, but it's a freaking emotional roller coaster if everything
if you leverage your emotions as a navigator for what decisions to make.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing I can say about that, your emotions aren't a guiding factor in your decision-making processes ever. If they are, you're going to be disappointed and you're going to create a world of turmoil for yourself. I think we covered it.
Let's cut it here.
Yeah, and if you don't have a plan for 2026 yourself, it's time to sit down and figure out what to clean, what you're excited about, what is the result that you want to create, and then figure out what is the simplest way to get to that point.
And if you want our help to do that, we're going to take in a handful of coaches and help you to do that. Come and join our client meetings and hang out with us when we are actually planning getting the best start of 2026. If you want one of these seats, write us a DM on our Instagram. You'll find the link down below. Go and write us a message. Just write plan. So I know you come from here. Just write plan. DM us the word plan if you want to have a head start and make a plan that will work for you next year.
Yeah, and also an opportunity to just be a guest to one of our events, meet our clients, and just get stuff sorted out for yourself.
And walk out with the specific plan for what exactly you're going to do, what you're going to reach, how you're going to do it, and what your next year will look like. So DM us the word plan on Instagram and come and join us.
And we'll see you there. If you've liked this episode, remember to like and subscribe. Share it if you'd like. That would be awesome. Yeah. Super appreciative of your following.
And if there's something specific you want help with and want us to go into, we're going to do all of the trainings next year. Write to us. Let us know. Comment. Let us know what you want so we can prioritize that.
And we are going to create a podcast episode about it if it's a serious request. We're not doing this for ourselves. Super good. Like last time, if you love this episode, press the like button. Remember to subscribe, and if you want to share this with a friend, share it with a friend or a coach colleague. And we'll see you on next Wednesday.
Or next year.
Maybe. Or next year, maybe. We'll see.